Welcome back to the End of Life Lounge. This is episode 7. You ready to get started?
I am. Are you?
I am. Alright, pick a card.
How confident are you about what happens after death? A. Totally confident, no worries there. B. I feel fairly certain, but sometimes curious if I'm right. C. I'm not sure what I believe, and it's kind of stressing me out.
I would say C is that I'm not sure, but I'm not sure that it's really stressing me out because we don't have any control over that. I think it's something that everyone on this planet thinks about.
Yeah.
And whether they're confident in it or not, I don't think matters too much because I think at the end of life you're going to be nervous anyway.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a good chunk of people, though, who, if they're not confident, like, they'll worry. And, I don't know, you don't want to consume your days worrying about what happens in the afterlife.
Yeah. A lot of people at the end of life have that stress a lot. They feel like really unsettled, and they'll actually can prolong their death in general, like their actively dying timeline because they're so stressed about it. That sometimes if they just relax, then that's when they go.
Yeah. I think I would say A for this one. I don't know. Totally confident, no worries there. I try not to worry about it, but at the same time, I'm not confident what happens. And like, I'll wonder from time to time, but I try to take the stance of we don't know and we won't know, and so it might be best to not worry about it, at least while you're not near the end.
Yeah, I think we're confident that we don't know. I'm confident that I have no idea.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. I can choose a reflective card.
Yes.
So this one's about palliative care. Palliative care can provide extra support while allowing you to maintain your current doctors and treatments. Services of 10 include pain. Services often include pain/symptom management and emotional/spiritual care. Is this something you might consider if you met the criteria for these services? Sorry, sometimes the text is a little
Wonky.
It's a little spaced out in some words.
Interesting.
So the question again is, would you consider palliative care if you met the criteria for it? So I've explained before on my Instagram that palliative care and hospice care are two different things. Ontario here in Canada kind of combine the two, which is annoying because nowhere else does that. But hospice care is more where people think that it's death care. And palliative care is really just a doctor who helps with pain and symptom management.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure why I would not take up their services if I qualify for it. Because, I don't know, you want the help that you can get when you're in a time of need.
I think the biggest thing here is I don't think anyone, if they get to a point where they need palliative care, would say no to it.
Yeah.
Because you would really just say no to having a doctor help you in any way. Because when you're sick enough or old enough, like you get to a point where the next step is palliative care, no questions asked. You either want to live a better life and have better quality of life and diminish pain by medication or therapies in general, or you don't and you go home and suffer.
Yeah.
I think hospice care is more so the one where people kind of take a step back and aren't sure whether they'd want hospice or not, whether that's at-home hospice or in a hospice house. But palliative care, a lot of people don't understand what palliative care is, and so that's why they're put off by it. But if you explain what palliative care is, I haven't met anyone that says no to it.
Yeah. And I'm also thinking, we've kind of talked before, the burden that builds up on the family towards the end, as far as like emotional care and stuff, and especially if it's like the first death within a family and they're not sure either how to take care of themselves or to take care of the dying, then having palliative care there could be helpful because they have experience with those kind of things and could help guide the family.
Palliative and hospice. Palliative's really the first step in the equation. Like, you go on to palliative care, and then from there, if you progress even more, then they will be the ones that refer you to places like, or organizations like hospice if you need extra support. But palliative care physicians have a whole network of things. So if you need more emotional, mental, physical help, they can guide you in the right direction, whether that's hospice or just like in-home health aides or PSWs.
So they're good to have?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching.